guys.
Hey everybody.
Welcome back to Tandem Fandom. I'm Mick.
I'm Courtney.
And welcome back to the Cruiserweight Classic. We have entered round 2. Fight!
What a... I was going to say finale. It's not the finale, it's the beginning. And what a start to round 2.
This, Gran Metalik against Tajiri was way better than I expected. It exceeded expectations. They worked together way better than I thought they would.
Yeah.
A lot of that, I think, has to do with Tajiri's, of course, classic matches with Super Crazy and ECW. So he's familiar with that lucha style.
Right.
That, Gran Metalik works. And it was just solid,
Yeah.
Great way to kick off the second round. I feel like both guys looked really strong. Tajiri at age 44 looks still so great.
Yeah.
It's impressive. And again, the more I see of Gran Metalik, the more impressed I get. I feel like he's going to be a really strong addition to their roster if they do decide to sign him, which is, that's the rumor.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. I love watching Gran Metalik. He's just got that good classic lucha style. He's so strong in the ring. He's a little bigger, he looks like, than Kalisto and Ray. So it's a different visual. I like his little poof of hair.
Yeah, he reminds me a little bit more of kind of like you said, those bigger luchadors, guys like Psychosis, guys like Super Crazy. That's really who he reminds me of. He reminds me a lot of Super Crazy. So he's not like a small luchador like a Kalisto or Rey Mysterio. So I think that gives him a different dimension, especially against other cruiserweights, because it feels like he can kind of work a stronger style or do different things just based on physical abilities.
Right, not so much high flying, a little bit more hard hitting.
Yeah, and they definitely told a really cool story, and again, I think a lot of that is credit to Tajiri, just his ability to transition from that Japanese strong style, the heavy kicks, to he was doing a lot of the lucha style arm drags and maneuvers like that, where it was just tit for tat kind of thing. It was fantastic.
Unfortunately, Gran Metalik's interview afterwards was completely in Spanish, so I assume he said some good things. Good lucha things.
It would be my guess. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. You could have had some sort of a translator there.
Yeah, or subtitles. I mean, there are apps that can translate in real time now, so...
Yeah, because, and I get it with the fight style type of interview and kind of MMA influence type, because then clearly that's why he did it, he had that interview. But I feel like they really should have had him cut his promo. You could have had somebody else standing there and they could have said, and here's so-and-so to translate, or don't even introduce him. And they're just well, he said, this, and this,
Right.
I feel like that would have been good.
I want to know if he's this means so much to me, my children are super happy, or I'm coming into the WWE and I'm going to burn it to the ground.
Yes,
I want to know.
I'm going to literally murder every cruiserweight with my bare hands. I don't know, and so I feel like that was a misstep, a missed opportunity. Because I believe with the pre-match ones they had a voiceover or
the
subtitles.
Vignettes they would do,
Yeah, so just missed opportunity there. I think that's something that could have been added. But the most important part is it didn't really matter. Nothing took away from the match. They're still keeping it that very kind of serious sports style. There was no there's still yet to be real underhanded style tactics or blatant kind of oh, he's pulling the tights, or oh, he's on the rope. There's
an athletic competition.
Yeah, no eye pokes or nothing like that yet. Will that keep on this track?
Who knows?
Who knows? But the next match,
the match we've been waiting for,
was again, Charlotte's favorite son, Cedric Alexander, against Kota Ibushi. Wow. It was incredible. This is the best match of the tournament so far.
Just basic technique and the energy, the pacing, the the way the back and forth, they just worked so well together. The crowd really, everything really resonated with the crowd. Like, we had the CWC chants, we had Cedric chants, we had Ibushi chants.
Fight forever chants.
Fight forever chants. Like, when the crowd doesn't want it to end, that's when you know it's a good match.
Yeah, it just really no surprise to us. We see Cedric Alexander pretty much every month go against the top independent talent in the, not just necessarily the country, but in the world, with PWX. I mean, we've talked about it in the past. The guy is hands down one of the best wrestlers walking the planet Earth right now, and it was so cool to finally, and yeah, he's worked Ring of Honor, but it was cool to see him on a stage where so many people got to see kind of the things that we get to see on a regular basis of, look how amazing this guy is. It all clicks on all levels. You know, he can do whatever you need him to do. He can he can fly, he can, you know, work mat wrestling, he can work a stronger style and throw guys around. Like, he can do it all. He's got personality and character. It's fantastic. And this match was so strong. Like, Gargano and Ciampa was a great match because, one, it was a good match, but two, it had that awesome story.
Yeah, depth of story.
But this, I felt, was better because you went in and you had essentially Wrestler A against Wrestler B, and the story they told within those, you know, ropes was magic.
Yeah.
There was nothing else associated with it other than the little bit of the things that the announcers got to tell us, and then what they did.
Cedric losing 20 pounds to be in this tournament, which they said like 15 times.
Yeah, he did lose
20 pounds. That's impressive. And he does look great.
Yeah, so it was just...
It was just two wrestlers grabbing for that gold, and sometimes that's all the story you need.
Well, and it's funny that, you know, talk about Tajiri. Tajiri and Super Crazy are one of the best rivalries and best feuds that had little no story. It was literally this guy against this guy. They didn't speak the same language. They just had amazing matches, and it's one of the best feuds that ECW had, based on the strength of what they could do in the ring. And that, of all the crazy stories, of all the goofy stuff that happens and comes along in wrestling, you know, sometimes when you can work with another guy, that's all you need. You don't need the extra. I mean, the extra's great, but... That
purity of wrestling.
Yeah, and it was a pure sport. And, you know, seeing, like, Ibushi hit the you know, moonsault to the outside and just missing it the first time, the second time he hits it, you know, of course, like one of my favorite spots, you know, hit a big move, go for the pin, and then, you know, the run away and
how did he kick out?
Like, no.
And it's so much better than just the two.
No, it's just this, like, this demon has appeared. It's this demon has appeared in the ring, and oh my god, what do I have to do to kill you? And Cedric also had a really great moment where he had Ibushi in a headlock, and it was that, you know, kind of try and bounce off the ropes to get out of it, and that slide down. He's like, you know, he's like, it ain't working, Kota, try something else. I was like, oh, I really like that. That was really, really good.
Something, unfortunately, the CWC audience doesn't get is how good Cedric is at talking.
Yeah, he's a great talker. He's a fantastic heel. I mean, he's a really good babyface, but he is a great heel. Like, you know, it's what he primarily has worked recently at PWX is more of a heel style. He comes out, you know, best in the world, and you know, he just my house every time we're in Charlotte, and then PWX is very much his house. But yeah, so he was a little more of the heel in the match, not
smack talking to Kota.
Yeah, so it was strong, and all the rumors we had heard in terms of like this was the best match that had happened at Full Sail. I feel like it delivered.
Absolutely.
You know, it was solid. When you...
they had 5 minutes left. Like, they were pushing the time limit.
They gave them so much time, which I'm really glad CWC is doing that, or did that with this particular, because, like, Tajiri and Gran Metalik had a lot of time, but more importantly, you know, Cedric and Ibushi had a lot of time, so it was It was fantastic.
And the way they're splitting up the rest of the episodes, it makes me wonder, like, did they do this on purpose? Because next week we're getting 3 matches.
Yeah.
Which means the next week we're getting 3 matches. So was it supposed to be 4 and 4, and then Cedric and Kota just burned it down?
It's possible. That's what I would be really interested to know is how it was done. Like, if it was structured that way, or if they looked at it and they were like, we want to make sure we specifically give these 2 guys more time.
Yeah.
I would think it would be a more time for specific guys to highlight them. They wanted to highlight Cedric, but knowing like, okay, Ibushi is going to advance, but we want to make sure people can see Cedric.
Well, they gave us that little post-match segment that they kept the cameras rolling.
Yes.
With the chants of, please sign Cedric, and, thank you, Cedric. And then Triple H comes out of the curtain, and he's like,
okay.
Pats him.
Hey, pal,
right, come
let's
on.
go sit down in a room, have a conversation.
That was, talk about telling a story.
Cedric talked about this at the last PWX event, and at the next one, he does have a shot for the title, but he said, I don't know how many I have left.
Yeah, because of course we all knew that the Triple H thing happened, but we hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, now
it hadn't been on TV yet, so
now
we
people
couldn't really
have seen
talk about it.
Yeah, people have seen it now. They're aware of it.
It's canon now.
I really think this is.
This might be it.
This might be the end of the line.
This is. We're gonna see him next weekend.
Week after. Is it? Yeah, it is next weekend. So it's, yeah, and, I would just like to take this time to say thank you to Cedric Alexander and the performances that he's given because, with independent wrestling, it's a mixed bag a lot of times. Some stuff is great, some stuff is not so great, but Cedric is a guy that, whether it's been in front of like 150, 200 people, it doesn't matter. He goes out, he delivers the absolute best match that he possibly can. Some of the bumps that he does and stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the last show that we went to where the air conditioning was broken. It was like 100 degrees in the building. And he and Marty...
literally fresh off a plane from Ohio.
Yeah, and he and Marty Scurll went in there and just tore the house down. He always over-delivers, and it's incredible. And I'm so happy that he's gotten this opportunity to let a larger audience see what he can do, because he is, as he says, he's the best in the world.
He's going places.
Yeah, I think I look at Cedric and I'm like, this guy is going to be a star because he's got everything. He has it. And he got to work with one of the best guys in the world today in Kota Ibushi.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this was literally a win-win. That's the best part about wrestling is like, yeah, somebody loses, but they don't really lose. If you can do...
Right, if it's a good match, nobody loses.
Yeah, it was just such a strong performance by both guys. I think it's interesting that Ibushi has not done a lot of stuff off the top rope. He's not done the 450. He's done the kind of power bomb as a finish. So I wonder if they're saving that. Yeah. And there's also... I wonder where his journey will take him.
Yeah.
Because I keep reading conflicting information. Some things say he's signed to WWE. Some things say he is not signed. Some things say he will work on the SummerSlam NXT show. Some say that he's going to sign, just not right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really where because Kota Ibushi, Cedric Alexander, and Zack Sabre Jr. were kind of my 3 favorites going into the tournament. I'm like, one of those 3 guys. Now, I don't know, because the rumors are as well, like, Zack Sabre Jr. has not signed, but they could be kayfabing everybody.
Right.
We really don't know.
They know how information leaks, and I'm pretty sure that they'll throw out stuff to just throw people off the trail, or they'll say this and then this happens. They know how to work it. The information that gets out they want us to know it.
Yeah, because we don't know. I'm pretty sure Cedric has got some sort of deal, and they're letting him finish up his indie dates. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see. But this was such a great match. It was so strong. You know, two thumbs.
Yeah.
Way
This
up.
match is what the CWC is all about.
Yeah, just seeing the best lighter weight talent in the world, and watching this whole thing has just made me excited because I'm like, man, they need to do this again. They need to do another CWC.
Yeah, 'cause there's so many guys out there.
Mm-hmm. And giving an opportunity, like, you know, getting different guys, because in a year's time, maybe you get a guy like Ricochet in there, or Will Ospreay in there, or a Kenny Omega, or like I doubt it, but like a Pentagon Jr. or a Phoenix, or, you know, there's no telling what the future holds in it because of how well this has been. And yeah, that, like, maybe other promotions will say, okay, I would love it if we got to see Kushida. If they could work out some sort of deal with New Japan to have Kushida come in and work a match, or get like Kyle O'Reilly from Ring of Honor, or the possibilities are endless. It goes back to things we've said in other videos about, like, working with other promotions to do things like this.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think? You know, let us know in the comments below, and make sure to check out all of the other wrestling goodness that we deliver by clicking this link right here. If you like what you see, give us that big old thumbs up. Share the video if you really like it, and you can click this right here to subscribe to the channel and receive all sorts of wrestling goodness.
That's right. You can also follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
The little
guest star Kara.
Yeah, the little cat is very helpful. But as we always say here on Tandem Fandom, if you're gonna be a fan,
Bring a friend.